That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my...
The mic stinks. I think it stinks. Way too low.
Only problem they having right now, they ain't got nothing about eating no kind of pets or anything. That's some shit to distract you from reality. Project 2025. Look that shit up, black people.
That shit's serious, huh?
Look that shit up.
That shit's serious, ain't it?
Hey, boy, I'm telling y'all, y'all better look. All you got to do is look it up. Right now, they recruiting people for that. The Heritage Foundation is the ones who wrote, and they want to rewrite the federal government. They want to get rid of education, all that for the public schools.
Yeah, that's wild.
Listen,
I heard
they
that.
want to take away so many things that we had a right to. How in the fuck can you not be worried about that? Why wouldn't you want your grandbabies or your nieces or whatever to have the same rights you did, but better? That's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's what we're supposed to be, exactly.
That's what we, and don't get caught up in this bullshit. You look at Donald Trump. This is a motherfucker who can never relate to a working individual. Why? Because he never had to work 40 hours a week. Yeah. How the fuck can he relate to us and what we go through out here? What our struggles is.
Hands on.
No, exactly. So how he gonna relate to us? How? Kamala Harris come from a working fucking family.
I'm gonna chug some beers and rank the 5 most bad moments of his campaign. Number 5. Can't you just protesters?
He says, can't you just them?
Trump's own Secretary of Defense just admitted that Trump asked the U.S. military to actually fire on protesters. I guess he only wanted to shoot him in the legs, which is totally fine. Who needs kneecaps? Number 4. Saying January 6th was a day of love.
That was a day of love.
I'm sure Trump was feeling the love while he was sucking down Diet Cokes in his limo, but I don't know if the dudes who brought zip ties to hold Nancy Pelosi hostage were all about that Coachella vibe. No. Number 3. Did you know that Trump is the father of IVF?
I'm the father of IVF.
I honestly don't even know what Trump is talking about here. Does he think it'll make people forget about how he got a band?
Dude, I don't know.
Number 2. Trump threatening to defund schools that say slavery was bad.
Then we don't send them money.
This isn't like putting Kid Rock in charge of the national music curriculum. This guy wants to turn America's 12-year-olds into little armies of Charlie Kirk clones. And number 1, ahead of the election, Trump keeps talking about how he'll use the military against anyone who opposes him, who he calls the enemy from within.
No, they've done very bad things to this country. They are indeed the enemy from within.
It seems like Trump is leaning into the whole dictator thing, which is not great, since this guy's basically a coin flip away from winning. I don't know about you, but I don't love that a candidate for president is talking like a fascist joker. God, I need another beer.
I think this is the clearest choice we've ever seen in a presidential election. On the one hand, we have a man named Donald Trump who has 34 felony convictions, who has a history of racism from the Central Park Five to his black casino workers to being sued for racial discrimination in the 1970s to his lies about Barack Obama's birth certificate to the fact that he was impeached twice and tried to start an insurrection to prevent the peaceful transfer of power. And on the other hand, we have a talented black woman who started her career as a district attorney, became a state attorney general, became a United States senator, and then became the vice president of the United States, is the most qualified person in this race, perhaps the most qualified person to run for president because she has experience at the state, local, and federal level. And she also has experience in the judicial branch from working as a prosecutor, and the executive branch from working as the vice president, and the legislative branch from working as a United States senator. Who else has that experience? This is a choice. I just hope. This is a choice. I just hope that we look at these two people and we choose wisely.
Yes.
Voters have every right to ask hard questions of any candidate seeking office. But can someone tell me why we are once again holding Kamala to a higher standard than her opponent? We expect her to be intelligent and articulate, to have a clear set of policies, to never show too much anger, to prove time and time again that she belongs. But for Trump, we expect nothing at all. no understanding of policy, no ability to put together a coherent argument, no honesty, no decency, no morals. Instead, too many people are willing to write off his childish, mean-spirited antics by saying, well, Trump's just being Trump, rather than question his horrible behavior. Some folks think he's funny. So I hope you'll forgive me if I'm a little frustrated that some of us are choosing to ignore Donald Trump's gross incompetence while asking Kamala to dazzle us at every turn. I hope that you'll forgive me if I'm a little angry that we are indifferent to his erratic behavior, his obvious mental decline, his history as a convicted felon, a known slumlord, a predator found liable for sexual abuse. All of this while we pick apart Kamala's answers from interviews that he doesn't even have the courage to do, y'all.